Hello, I'm Ashley Jenkins. It's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Let's get started. Why don't you start by telling me a little bit about yourself?
Well, I'm 22 years old, getting ready to graduate from college. I'm ready to start my nursing career, and I have a little boy, so I'm looking for, or with being a nurse, I know it's going to make me happy all the time, and with being happy myself, I know that he's going to be happy at home.
Okay, good. Guess let's start by telling me, why did you want to become a nurse?
Well, I have grown up watching my mom take care of people all the time, and I knew that that's what I wanted to do. I care a lot about people and about helping them bettering their lives in any way possible. So I know with becoming a nurse and with the personal attributes that I have, that would be a perfect fit in my life.
Good. If I were to ask your best friend, what is the single best thing about you, what would they tell me?
Currently, right now, as a CNA, and at work, I do as much as I can for my residents just to put a smile on their face. And coming to work and seeing them happy, excuse me, and brightening up their day is what I live for. So I think caring and doing anything I can to help somebody will be what they would tell you.
Good. Now, if I were to ask your mother, what is your biggest weakness, what would she tell me?
She would tell you that my biggest weakness is that I'm a very selective learner. Going to school and then entering college, I was interested in, or I thought maybe I would never need later on in my nursing career. But I pushed myself to understand and to learn because I knew eventually they were going to benefit me. And I believe when I get into my career that I need to work just as hard with learning everything possible, because becoming a new nurse, all the experience and the people there to teach me along the way is going to help me later down the road in my future.
Well, good. As it on with the nursing, right now, where do you feel like, which field or which direction would you like to head, and why?
I want to head into pediatrics. I absolutely love kids, love working with them. They're born so innocent and they deserve a good life. And I believe that even though as a nurse, you're not going to see them all the time, you can't fix everything, but being there to help them, start a healthier life, have a happy life while they're there with you. They're also very real people. They're not going to lie to you. They're not born, to know how to lie. And I just believe that helping them, because they're going to be the future. So making them healthier, making them happier, and understanding, how to care for themselves will benefit us in the long run as well.
I agree. How would you say that you handle stress? When you get in a stressful situation, how do you feel that you handle those situations?
I feel I handle the situations well because I usually take a step back and look at the entire picture, and then I prioritize of, what needs to be done right now. What cannot wait for 10 minutes, wait for 30 minutes, and then I get that stuff done. And then, look at the big picture again and figure out now what needs to be done next, and then you get that done. And that kind of goes back to, the job I've worked at for a year and a half, because we're one single aide to 13 to 14 residents. So your whole day, it can be stressful if you don't, have a plan or figure out what to do first and then what to do next, because it just feel like you're running all over the place and getting nothing done. So I believe in prioritizing.
So you just kind of make your checklist and work down your list.
Mhm.
And if something else comes back, you reprioritize.
Yeah.
Understand. Sounds good. Now, as you look forward, past graduation and obtaining your first job, where do you see yourself in 3 years? Where do you see yourself in 5 years? And where does Ashley, as of today, as a new graduate, see herself in 10 years?
It's a good question. So right now, I want to get my career started, and I want to find a company that I can grow with. I don't want to do the whole different jobs and that. Like, I want to find a job that I'm going to love and that I'm going to fit with and grow with that company throughout my career. So in 3 years, I say I would see myself still working as a staff nurse, still developing, or perfecting like all my skills and all my abilities, working with my team on the floor. And then I would say I would probably still be there in 5 years too. I do eventually think I do want to go back to school, but I don't see that happening anytime in the near future. Maybe in 10 years to get my nurse practitioner license. But like I said, I want to grow with that company. I don't want to work for a company for a few years and then try to find another one to, obtain a new job. I want to grow with them as I grow.
Understand. That's good. So, how does this incorporate into your personal life? Do you see being a nurse? How does your personal life affect your career?
Well, like I said in the beginning, I have a little boy. So I know nursing is going to make me happy overall. And I know when I'm happy and I come home happy, he's happy. And, he's growing and getting ready, going to school and everything. So I feel like our lives are both going to be, I guess you would say, kind of like on the same path. Like, I'm still continuing learning and growing with my career, and then he's going to start learning and growing with his life. But I feel like overall it's going to be just a perfect fit for both of us, with going, like, being a nurse and working, and then him coming home as well.
Good. Well, in closing, I would like to say it's been a pleasure to meet you. Thank you.
Thank you, and thank you for your time.
You're welcome. Thank you for talking to us.
No way. Did it freeze up again?
No, it didn't.
It did.
No, it didn't.